Hello, drama lovers. Welcome back to K-pop World, a place where stories don't always end when the curtains close, where silence can be louder than words, and where the night reveals more than the day ever could. Tonight, we're diving into a story that may seem like just a coincidence, but some coincidences are too precise, too poetic, and, frankly, too painful to ignore. This story isn't about loud gossip or cheap headlines. It's about a song, a single verse, and two names that once shone side by side, but now walk different paths. Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan. Two names, two directions, but somehow one song brings them back to the same moment. Wang Yibo recently released a new track titled Back Then, a quiet, steady piece layered with soft beats and understated emotion. There's no loud chorus, no dramatic high notes. Yet, every word he sings feels like a letter written and never sent. If you're tired, come back to the place we used to walk together. I'm still there. That single line sparked everything. It reopened old wounds. It opened the door to the past. And for those who remember a particular message from Xiao Zhan years ago, this was more than just lyrics. It was an echo. Back in 2020, in a quiet interview with a fashion magazine, Xiao Zhan spoke of loss, not naming anyone, not pointing fingers. But his words stayed. If I could choose, I'd walk the same path again. Even if I walk alone, I know someone once walked it with me. At the time, not many noticed. But for those who felt it, that one sentence carried too much weight. Now, 5 years later, Wang Yibo's new song appears, delivering words that feel like an answer long delayed. I thought I'd forgotten, but when I close my eyes, I can still hear someone's laughter. I don't know if you can still hear me, but I'm sending this song quietly. The fans froze, not in shock, but in realization. It felt real, like someone who had kept everything inside finally opened a door. Just a little, just enough for us to glimpse what was once hidden. And from that moment, the silence broke. Social media didn't erupt in noise. It pulsed with curiosity, with soft speculation. Fan communities began dusting off old footage, comparing moments, piecing together clues that once seemed irrelevant. Moments from the past, stares that lingered too long, movements that seemed insignificant, now feel like fragments of a larger, silent story. The hashtags #Yibo Xiao Zhan and #BackThen lyrics trended across multiple countries. Not because of controversy, but because of mystery, because of emotion, because of something that had never been clearly explained. Some fans quickly began connecting the dots, linking Wang Yibo's lyrics to quotes Xiao Zhan once posted on his private platform. Too many similarities, too specific to be accidental. Take for instance the line, "We once stood in the same place, but looked in different directions." Written by Xiao Zhan in 2021, now echoed in Wang Yibo's song as, "We stood side by side, but our eyes never met." Was this a coincidence? Or was something being said quietly? What deepened the speculation was Xiao Zhan's own reaction, or lack thereof. There was no public congratulations, no reposts, but there was one thing. On the same day Wang Yibo's song was released, Xiao Zhan quietly changed the background of his Weibo account. It was a photo of the evening sky, but not just any sky. Fans believe it was the sky from an old filming location, the place where the two once worked together. And the caption? One single word, Xiao Jean. Time. No direct mention, no loud gestures, but enough. Enough to bring back the quiet ache. Enough to say, without saying, "I heard you." We know both Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan aren't the type to fan the flames. They've never laid bare their emotions in the public eye. But perhaps that's why even their silence speaks volumes. Because like a blurry painting, you can't understand it by looking too closely. You need to step back, view it from a distance. Only then do the lines form an image. Fans are not naive. They know how to listen to what's not said. They understand that in the world of idols, not everything can be spoken out loud. But music carries what the mouth cannot. A Korean fan posted, "Listening to the song felt like reading someone's final letter, one that was never sent. And if you know their story, you know exactly who it was meant for." Another fan from Indonesia wrote, It's not about whether they were ever together. It's about someone who finally had the courage to say something, and someone else replying silently with a picture of the sky. No names were needed, because the story is already understood. Now, fans have begun uploading reaction videos. They cry, not because they're sad, but because the song awakens something long buried. Because we all have that one person, that one story we never got to finish. And when someone sings about it, it feels like they're telling our story. Maybe that's what makes this song so personal. Because whether or not the story between Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan is real, it mirrors something so many of us carry. A relationship that didn't have a proper ending. Words left unsaid. A moment in time that once felt like home, but now lives only in memory. So, was this song just an artistic coincidence? Or was there something Wang Yibo truly wanted to say? Did he write this for someone specific? Or was it just a quiet confession to himself? We may never know, because they won't say. But the song, it says enough. And in its quietness, we all heard it. So tell us, drama lovers, what do you think? Was this just lyrical coincidence? Or are we watching a story still unfolding behind the stage? Leave your thoughts in the comments and share your feelings. Was this song a farewell, a reminder, or a beginning? That's all for today's story. But don't wander too far. The world of K-pop holds many more truths waiting to be unveiled. Until next time, here at K-Pop World, where stories don't always end when the music stops.